Dictation exercise 74-75, CD number 6, 100 words per minute, MSD. Mr. Deputy Chairman, Sir, as far as the budget is concerned, the Honorable Minister himself said that it is formulated in an economic situation which continues to be difficult. As regards the other part of the sentence is concerned, I am not concerned with it because our submission is that as far as the common man is concerned, he is more concerned with his necessities and getting them at cheaper rates rather than the jugglery of facts and figures and statistics. That is why I am not going into those details. I am concerned only with one part of it, and that is with regard to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. As far as that state is concerned, we got only a trickle out of that huge amount which the minister presented in his budget. As far as our state is concerned, it is well known that it is a hilly state, very backward economically and surrounded by inimical countries, to say the least, China, Russia and Pakistan. I am coming to Russia, and rest assured for that Russia is at our doors and we cannot hide the fact. The question now is that we have faced 3 wars in the state of Jammu and Kashmir with Pakistan and China, who had an aggression and annexed vast territories of our state. The brunt of these wars on these conflicts fell on the people of Kashmir, and of course we had the Indian military at that time which supported us. But the question is, whenever there is any conflict in any territory between 2 armies, only those who have had that bad experience can understand and see for themselves what havoc it causes, and we in Kashmir had to face that. So, as far as this hilly area is concerned, it has 3 regions: Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. In spite of the fact that this state is having such large hilly regions and such heavy snowfall, it has only one road link with the rest of the country, and that is the national highway, which also gets at times blocked during winter for days together because of snow, avalanches and landslides, and there is no way out. So in that context, our first submission is that as far as the means of communications are concerned, the structure of roads should be given priority by the center. Sir, we had undertaken the construction of 2 link roads, one from Rajouri to Dalhousie and the other from Poonch to Dalhousie. We are grateful to the central government that they have declared the road as national highway and work is going on that project. But we do appeal that these 2 roads also, which the state government had undertaken to construct, the cost being estimated rupees 30 crores, be declared national highways and work on them started, because our poor state cannot afford that much of amount. Now, sir, the budget also refers to power generation. We are grateful to the Centre. Madam Deputy Chairman, I thank you very much for the opportunity given to me to touch upon a few aspects of our administration. No doubt, consideration of the appropriation bill is a routine exercise year after year. So far as the Rajya Sabha is concerned, we have only to discuss and return it. But this gives us an opportunity, a very valuable opportunity to make some comments on the working of certain departments and also on the priorities that we are observing. Madam, I have gone through the appropriation bill. Of course, there is no choice for anybody here, but whatever is passed by the Lok Sabha, whatever is voted by the Lok Sabha is being incorporated in the bill, and that is the purpose of this bill. But here I would like to point out at the very outset that the allocation for agriculture is about rupees 1000 crores, including the allocation for research and development. Such a meager provision is there in the bill for agriculture, which concerns about 70% of the population of the country. It is a well-known fact that 70% of the population of our country depends upon agriculture either directly or indirectly. Now, we have to see that we are gloating that we have already achieved the target and that we are a surplus country now. Here also, I think the claim is dubious. What is the total production? It is about 150 million tons of food grains which we are producing. This quantity of production is for a country with the population of 800 million people. I just now took some pains to work out, and this works out to a little less than half a kilometer per kilogram per person per day, and yet we call it a surplus. Madam, I may bring to the notice of the House through you a fact that a country like the Soviet Russia, which has just 1/3 of our population, is producing twice as much food grains as we are producing, and they find that they are in a deficit and they are importing. It is well known that they are importing food grains. Then how is it that a country with just 1/3 of our population is producing twice as much food grains as we are producing and is finding itself in a deficit, and then it is importing food grains, while a country like ours with a population of 8 million tons has a production of 150 million tons of food grains and yet says that it is a surplus country. So this claim is, in my opinion, dubious, and some real thinking is necessary in this respect. We are feeling that we are surplus because our people are not able to consume more than half a kilo of food grains per day, and they are hungry. Hungry not because their hunger is satisfied, but because the pocket is empty. That is how surplus is produced. That is what I say.
अगर आपको हमारा डिक्टेशन अच्छा लगता है, पसंद आता है, तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, जिससे कि आने वाला नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आपको मिल सके।